On this week's episode of CNTV, see how people are using technology to deal with the pandemic and get your latest entertainment news as we move into February. Today is Thursday, January 28th, 2021, and CNTV starts now. Hey Coyotes, I'm Preston Raven, and as we're all still in a pandemic, there are a few things that can keep you going on a day-to-day basis, like talking with your family or even connecting with friends. But that can be really hard to do as we're all still social distancing. Here is CNTV's Chastity Samples on how people are staying connected through social media.
Social distancing has kept family and friends apart physically during this pandemic, but with access to social media, loved ones can be reached virtually with a touch of a button.
I think it's helped a lot, like especially getting in touch with your friends and family, and of course, like you can't see everyone during the pandemic, so it's obviously helpful in that manner. I use it to talk to my friends and family, especially to get in touch with like my grandparents because they live in different states and we are supposed to go visit them for like the holidays, but we couldn't because of COVID.
Family and friends aren't the only ones that have stayed connected during this pandemic via social media. Some teachers have also used social media to remain in touch with each other.
Yeah, I think social media has kept people connected, especially in the middle of a pandemic. In the spring, the teachers, like it really kept us connected to each other because we were really disconnected. Teachers are so used to being around people, and so we were all home and not connecting. And I think it was a great way for us to keep in touch.
Besides communication, social media has enabled some to bring happiness to others during a not-so-cheerful time.
I tried to use it to be goofy, I guess, because, like, I have either, like, a really chill side or, like, my really goofy side. And I try to show my goofy side more because I wanted to make people smile because during this time it can be really hard. And I know it's definitely been hard on people's mental health. So I've just tried to be, like, positive and, like, be like more outgoing just so I can like make someone's day.
Although social media has been a helpful tool to keep loved ones in touch virtually, social media may also keep some students from socializing in the real world.
I think that a lot of people, they can get like too obsessed like and consumed in the idea that social media is so important, and then they forget like how to socialize with people, like how to go out and meet people because social media is obviously so much more convenient.
I felt like they were relied upon too much, meaning like if you didn't have a way to contact anybody you liked, or if you didn't have a way to communicate with any of your friends that were already around you, like in the neighborhood or whatnot, then you probably like were on social media like all day, every day. And it was just a way for you to like just like receive that energy of human interaction. And that's kind of like dangerous, especially for us teens, because it's like we almost like find our identity in like what people think about us, what people are doing.
Despite the possible negative effects of social media, without it, communication for some would be challenging.
I think it would have been a lot harder because I feel like obviously we have our phones and like we can have like FaceTime and text people, but I feel like if you don't have people's numbers, it's be like, oh my gosh, I want to talk to this person, and you're like, oh wait, how am I going to get in contact? And so you're going to have to jump through a lot of hoops to get that person's number.
Social media is becoming one of the main sources of connectivity during this pandemic. It may continue to be for some students in the future.
I feel like if we didn't have that, it would have been a lot harder to be able to keep in contact with.
I'm Chastity Samples for Coyote Nation TV.
It is so great to see how people are staying connected through social media. It can also help you find out the latest entertainment news. Speaking of trending news, here is Ian Shooter with this week's On the Prowl.
Hey Coyotes, I'm Ian Shooter, and this is On the Prowl, segment where I keep you up to date on all of the latest and trending news. Starting off, Sabrina Carpenter released her new song, Skin, in response to Olivia Rodrigo's song, Driver's License. And that's just her way of telling her side of the story in the Joshua Bassett drama. Currently, Skin is top 50 on the viral charts on Spotify. Moving on to sports. The big games matchup has been set. Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will go against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs on February 7th. Tom Brady will be playing in his 10th Super Bowl, 9 of them being in New England, and this will be his first in Tampa Bay. Tampa will also be the first team in NFL history to play the Super Bowl on their home turf. The last team to do so was the 1979 Los Angeles Rams, playing in Pasadena, California. This Super Bowl will be like no others though, meaning that there will be no fans in attendance at the game. No fans does not mean no Pepsi halftime show. Pepsi halftime show will still go on featuring The Weeknd. Now, if you don't know who The Weeknd is, he's a 9-time Grammy Award winner and he's had multiple songs hit Spotify's viral charts. Now, those were just some of the most trending topics on this edition of On the Prowl.
Thanks, Ian. Coyote seniors, since we're almost out of the first month of 2021 and you're about to graduate, we want to know where you'll be attending. Some of our seniors have already told us, so let's take a look. CNTV's Ian Shuda will be attending Wichita State University in Kansas. Haley Yonke will be attending University of Arkansas in Fayetteville. And Caleb Garner will be attending Texas A&M University in Texarkana. And we'll be playing baseball. So congratulations, guys. Seniors, if you want to be featured as well, go ahead and take a picture of you in that college gear. So that means that hoodie, that shirt, and even that acceptance letter, and DM us on our Instagram at Heritage Student Media. And while you're at it, follow us on our Twitter at Coyote Nation TV. Also, our virtual pep rally will be taking place tomorrow during your Coyote Plus time right here on our YouTube page. So don't forget to tune in. I'm Preston Raven, and you stay classy, Coyotes.